Hey guys, it's KK. I hope you all are doing well. I'm back with another process video, and I'm also doing another challenge with Ronnie, Jennifer, and Megan. Also Myra, she's linking on her blog. So I will link them all down below so you can hop over and have a look at their videos. So this week's challenge was to create your own background. So I wanted to create something that looked like leopard print. So I started out with a sheet of craft cardstock, and I'm using some Heidi Swap Color Shine and black velvet to just make these random little dots around the page. And I just want to make sure that a few of them go off the page, and so it doesn't look too symmetrical. So once I've got that done, I'm going to go ahead and start layering up a few things. Starting with this strip of paper that's from the Amy Tangerine Ready Set Go collection, I believe. And I'm just going to create a vertical strip there, along with this strip of Halloween printed color paper or whatever. I don't even know who that's by because it's been so long. I only have like a little smidge left in my stash. So to separate those two, I'm going to use this black and white polka dot washi. And I didn't really care that they were two different oranges, but later on it does become kind of an issue. So I have this picture of my friend and I. We dressed up as Wilma and Betty for Halloween last year. And I'd already started a layout with this photo before, so I had already matted it. And I didn't finish that layout. I think I put it aside or threw it away. I have no idea. So I just decided to go ahead and keep that mat on it and just create another mat with some white cardstock. So once I get that photo adhered, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shut off the camera so I can do some journaling, because at this point I don't have any inspiration or any idea for what I'm going to title this. And I do some journaling, but honestly it didn't inspire me with the title at all. I just talked about how we made these costumes the night before and how dressing up isn't really my thing, it's hers, but I go ahead and go along with it. So I skipped the title and I just start trying to embellish, and I wanted to use these cards, but they were really quite large, so they didn't work out for me. And I'm gonna try one of those Teresa Collins little frame cards as well, and it doesn't work. And in the end, what ends up working for me best is that tag that's down now. And I'm just talking about how there are like 3 different oranges on the page, so orange was not a good option for me at that point, not in that big of a dose. So I go ahead and I leave the tag down, and I'm going to try some of these Teresa Collins label stickers, and that one in particular doesn't make it, but one does later on. And I just want to do kind of a little cluster of embellishment because I really like the background and I kind of want to leave it on show. Now here's one issue. That hexagon that I just placed, the top and the bottom are parallel, and that is how I prefer to use that shape, is to make sure they're just positioned so that the top and the bottom run parallel to one another. So I'm going to layer up some washi here, and I'm going to take that off. First I'm going to try to stick this little strip of paper down, and so when I put that down, I take the hexagon off, and then I'm going to put it back on. And when I put it back on this time, I put it the wrong way, and I don't know why I did that. Like, that is not something I would normally do, because normally I'm so just particular about this kind of things, but I put it on wrong, and I don't notice at this point until later, and it really bothers me. So I just went ahead and layered up some washi there, and I'm going to get one of these flare from this Halloween collection, and I'm going to just layer one up there. And they're 2 different oranges, but at this point in time, it's just too much work to go back and change everything that's that orange. But if I had it to do again, I probably would not have used that Amy Tangerine paper at all. So once I get that flare there, I start looking at that hexagon, and I want something on it, and I don't know what to put down. So what I'm going to decide to do is, instead of layering something else up, I'm just going to take this little stamp that I have in my stash, and it's like a little spider web, and I'm going to use that to stamp that spider web. And I end up not using that charcoal ink to the left. I use my black soot distress ink. And I kept thinking something was off with that hexagon, and now watching back and that I've noticed the shape that it is, now I know what it is. So maybe it won't bother me as much. But the fact that I used that black ink to stamp that little spider web, I felt like it kind of took the focus off them being two different kinds of orange. So I'm just taking the rest of that DIY tag and I'm going to stick it up there at the top with a little bit of washi and another one of those flare badges. And I chose that one that, with the moon and the cloud because there was the black, the night, and then the cloud is kind of blue, and so I thought that kind of went with the colors in the layout. So at this point I'm coming back in with that Teresa Collins label sticker. And I'm going to get that down at the bottom. And what I decide is that I need to do something to it, but I'm going to wait. And I'm going to go ahead and just do the title. So I never came up with anything clever or witty for a title. So I end up putting just Stone Age Besties on it. And I'm okay with that. So I take this stamp down at the bottom that says Oh Snap, and I use my black soot distress ink to stamp that. Then I've got that little awkward space. And I'm just going to stamp Love and Life, and I just put it there, and I'm pretty much done. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you guys will check out the other girls' videos. They always do fantastic things. So thank you again for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.